Hello, Milana. You really attacked this final project, and I enjoyed taking a look at your early draft compared to what you submitted in the end. I noticed that those diagonally opposed squares have been enlivened by a couple of different ideas. We would never really think of this as a complementary harmony because you've used, I guess, their tones in most cases. Thank you for your hard work this session. Well, Heather, I saw that you put that little tutorial I made to use, and that some of your classmates took a look at it too. It's curious that with the design software, very often we're trying to finagle a way to get the software to do what we want it to do um, in a simple manner. So it's a lot about problem solving, really. One thing I would say with your yin yang is that you want to make sure that the smaller circles are only half as big as the larger ones, and then the shape flows a little better. Well, hello, Nicole. Of course, I think of you as a serious student, but when I saw your work in week 5 for this assignment, I thought, I wonder where she's going to take it, right? Because it just looks like baby steps. Of course, later you explained that you are getting acclimated to Illustrator, and look at what you've been able to do. This is really lovely. I like the stack designs. I think with a rug, maybe I'd put the top design in center, if you know what I mean, to try to balance things out. Lovely work. Well, hi, Kim. It's nice to see what you came up with. I think that the colors here look good. I did go ahead and map them out on a digital color wheel. And I can't really see that this is a tetrad. I'm not sure what harmony you were shooting for. I see a blue-violet, a magenta, a shade of red, a tone of orange, and a kind of cyan green color. So I'm not sure what you were thinking. Further, maybe there's a chance that this could be made more complex, as would be appropriate to a final project. Some things you could do are use the grid and guides to lay things out so that the gaps between shapes are neat, and or repeat the shape. Perhaps rotating it is another way to gain complexity. Nawana, looking at this work, I can see that you've really grown in your software skills. Um, I guess this is an analogous color harmony. And, well, some of the things I know we talked about were the possibility of removing the ovals that are over your name, or perhaps just shifting them to the back. And I guess I was hoping to see more change with this work from the draft phase to the finished product, and also more change from week 5 to week 6. Well, Jacqueline, of course, this made me think of a jeweled brooch because it just looks radiant. I like the way you've been able to make it shine or glow. And also, I was pleased to read about your teaching yourself how to use the pen tool. This is really a lovely work. Congratulations. Gee, Amy, you really worked on this. I noticed that you posted 4 versions of the final project. Isn't it interesting how you and Jacqueline have very similar colors, but the resulting work is so different, and in each case, quite beautiful. If there was one little thing I'd change, it is the alignment of those diamonds in the center of the design. Because they're a little off kilter, I find that distracting. Another thing you could do is make other aspects of the design a little off kilter, and then things would work too. Hi, Adam Neil. I know you've been contending with a variety of things, around the last week of class or so, and I'm sorry that's probably taking your attention away from class. When I look at this, I think that it holds a lot of promise. Some things I would suggest include working with the grid and guides to line things up. For instance, if we look at those short bars on the top, well, should they all touch the top of the design, or should they all be, a few pixels down in the same distance, or should they alternate, one close and one far from the edge? Likewise, I think that the fleur-de-lis needs to maintain its proportion, or if you're stretching it, there should be some reason or some system where, perhaps every other row has short fleur-de-lis, or they're all the same. Hi, Milana. You know, from the very start of class, you have shown great ambition, and this is a lovely final project. It's been nice to watch the progression and to take a look at this in comparison to what you had in week 5, assignment 3. So congratulations on successfully completing the course in Best Way.